Taurus, and welcome to the Astroflower channel. This is going to be your reading for the 7th to the 13th. We're going to be using the Astroflower and all its petals and doing clarifications on it. If you don't know anything about it, there's plenty of links in the description below so you can learn about it. Okay, so let's just go jumping straight in there with the Ace of Swords, the Star, Wheel of Fortune, Taurus. This is looking good. I shouldn't really preempt it, but it's still looking good. Okay, so this is like the spiritual path and the material path. Spiritual on the right, material on the left. The universe here is trying to give you good ideas in the way of spirit, trying to keep your mind clear. It's the Ace of Swords, so it's a moment of learning, possible of putting things squarely within your mind. You're coming into your autumn as well, so things might start slowing down for you a little bit around you. That's just generally the human rhythms. On your karmic path, on the spiritual sort of thing, start wishing. Start putting out there, and this is on the emotional front, yeah, not on the material front. So wishing for love, wishing to do something exhilarating or something that you'd love to do. It could be painting, could be something like that, could be dancing, could be, playing sport. What emotionally you want to experience. And so it's a bit of a wish going on. On the physical front, you've still got that bee in your bonnet. You want to make it. You want a fortune. It's turning your way. Things are gradually turning in your perspective, and the universe is asking you to stay focused. Sorry. The universe is asking you to stay focused on your path. Oh my giddy up. Right, okay. I'm just, I'm like everybody else, we're all gradually dying. On this sort of spiritual sort of side, on the material sort of side, the universe is asking you to sort of remain focused. Allow the universe to help you out here. She's got the wind at her back, so just allow that wind at your back. Keep your emotions out of the situation, and just drive on through. So, that's what it looks like there. So we've got the Ace of Wands. All of these are upside down, so I'm going to have to actually turn them around. So you've got the Ace of Wands there on the spiritual sort of front. And you got the Three of Cups on the other side. So it could be a good way of tying in your projects, your business, your job, just getting involved with other people in concerns with whatever you're working on. It could be a good thing. I think, it could bring in different points of views and ideas. Yeah. It looks like a bit of a passionate journey coming in here. If you're wishing for it, you can have that passion, that clear thinking of mind, that sort of, not necessarily clear thinking of mind, but intuition, feeling things coming through. This is what your guides are trying to sort of say. You're saying, if you want that wish on that star, keep yourself mind clear. That's what the universe is sort of saying. Your guides are sort of saying, use your intuition, use what your inner thoughts, as it were. And and the six of Pentacles comes out, so a fair exchange. And the Nine of Swords, it's strange, that came out for Aquarius as well, but on this sort of side. So it seems to be a bit of a worrying time for a lot of people at the moment. And then there you are, the King of Pentacles, right at the top of the pile. Let's just see what's going on your inner being. Something's pulling me to there. Let's see what that is. The World. You want a new start. You want things to start over. The world has everything available. That's the thing. And the world understands those longer cycles. So it might be something you've been working on for a long time, this thing here. And it's interesting. I think this card here, the Nine of Swords, I think it's going to be a particular one. I think the Nine of Swords, by the looks of it, your guides here, because this is what your guides are trying to help you on a subconscious level. And they're sort of saying to you, don't get too het up and and worried about your material front, more in a case of getting involved with this community to take away a little bit of that stress and strain. It might be a case of where you do it to yourself more than anything else, because there's nothing around it that sort of comes in there, and it might be coming in from the outside world. And you do have that conflictual sort of cardinal energies that go across this section here, between fire and earth. So, life might be asking you to go a lot quicker than you want to go. It might be causing you a bit of a headache and sleepless nights. But I think it's more sort of self-imposed more than anything else. It's leading into the King of Pentacles. So this is Petal 10. This is your interaction with the world outside. This is the final part of the week for the both sort of sides. And, this is almost a little bit like self-belief. Believing in yourself, believing that you have the capacity to do everything and that you've got the universe at your back. And believing this and involving it with other people, it might cause you a bit of trouble, because you're a bit of a lone characters. You like to do it. You like to do it by yourself. You like to have said you've done it. Which is understandable. Makes for a very satisfying and fulfilling end, really, to everything. But at the same time, I think the universe is there, and your guides here are trying to encourage you to sort of kind of saying, don't worry, you're gonna live up to it. Apparently, you're gonna live up to the expectations that you might have created within yourself for the world around you. So let's just do a bit of clarifying. Let's just see what goes on there at the moment. This may be trying for you here because you've got fixed water on fixed fire at the moment in the Astroflower. And that may cause a few complications. Look at that. That wants to pop out. There's too many there, so I'm not going to take it. But it seems to be, it might cause a bit of contradiction within yourself. So that's what the clear thinking's got to be about. On this side, you get fixed earth and fixed fire. So that's much more productive for wishful thinking. It comes on the inside, so it's connecting these sort of two. But you do have that conflictual sort of fire and water within you there. And then you have fire and earth going outward. So if you want to wish for it, you've got to go out there and get it. And, if you do go out there and get it, excuse me. If you do go out there and get it, I'm not gonna take it. Okay, let's put it back in there. If you do go out there and get it, you will be able to get, everything that you need, I think. So, and if you do go out there and want to get it, there has to be that fair exchange. And this is where your guides are sort of saying to you, on the spiritual sort of front, which may be causing you a bit of headache, a bit of angst on the material side, because you're fair like that, aren't you? So it could be that moving into being clear and having that community that may be building around you in your material world, new job, people who come onto the projects or come into the business where you're working, or you work, or your business, that sort of thing. Let's just clarify the spiritual path. Let's just see what's happening there. So you've got the Knight of Wands, which wanted to jump out earlier on, funnily enough. You've got the Four of Swords. So healing there, and a bit of time out from, obviously might have been a bit harsh over the past sort of past week or past month, and patience. So, wish, but by the looks of it, if that wish is coming in there, that was funny because Aquarius had the same sort of thing there, but they had also the star sort of playing up there. And it might be your wishes just take a little bit longer to get in, so a bit patient before you spiritually get that, or emotionally, like could do with love, or pastimes, community, family, friends, excuse me, that sort of thing. Let's just see what the connection is between the... so it's Ace of Wands, and so using your intuition to choose where you place where you put the emphasis of your energy, basically, or your emotions. If you do that, then you're going to get a fair exchange with other people around you, and I think that's going to satisfy you a lot more than the material side. You might be a little bit disappointed with the material side, but you know, there might be slight complications on that sort of front. You know, on this sort of side, you have that sort of cardinal water and fire coming up through you there. Cardinal fires with Aquarius, because that's Aquarius season we're in at the moment. So it may push you, and it may ask you, this is what your intuition's all about. Now I've got it here. Your intuition. So your intuition is going to help you decide what you spend your time on, and make sure it's a fair exchange. So you're not wasting your time. This is it. It's a fair exchange with the universe around you. Okay? So that's the general karmic journey on the spiritual front. Let's just see what's going on this front. Okay, so you've got the King of Pentacles at the bottom, as you do at the top, with the Queen of Swords. Talk about clear mind and thinking on what you know, because you know it already. What you're doing, apparently, you're good at. You know, this may not be for everyone. If it's not what you're doing already, then I would start looking at, they're asking you to get single-minded and actually learning about yourself and joining in the community. And that could be education, that could be a workshop, that could be that sort of thing, you know. So let's just connect the tower for the between the Wheel of Fortune. I'll get it out in a minute. And success. So it might look like it's going to it might be a realization that you know, when you start working with other people, that you've actually, there's some things it's just going to make you realize a lot of things. You're going to go, I've been doing this completely wrong. So you might need to change that. And that may cause you that sort of angst and sort of worry in page 9 of Swords. Have you been doing the right thing? You know, if you saw it, you saw it. Okay. Let's go between the Three of Cups and the Empress. So it's there. It's Empress is joining the body, mind, and spirit, but it's motherhood. It's that whole sort of nurturing sort of thing. It's a bit of a Seven of Pentacles card, but it's nurturing that community so you feel better about where you are and in what space you're in. Yeah. And it might be the fact that you're going for this project, and it might be the project or business, or going for a new job, or going for a better position, or need to get a job. Then it's a case of the angst that might be bringing on into you. The angst that are bringing on into you. Blimey, I'm dropping the cards all over the place. That was the Three of Wands, just thought I'd tell you. So it might be a bit of a journey you've got to go on. But the Nine of Swords, the angst that it might be bringing to you is doing it, is starting it, or, you know, and it may not necessarily mean that starting it is the easiest thing. Yeah. So let's just join these whole ends of journeys together. Once you set yourself up so you're not investing in things that are wasting your time, so there's a fair exchange of your time, your calculation, your comprehension within your mind, it'll go quickly and you'll get to just pure security, you know. And the wolf, it's a wolf pack, so it's all brings back, and I think it's going to be involved with other people. So, you know, and the Hierophant, so the Hierophant is all to do with rules, regulations. It's also to have understanding, knowledge, which comes in with the King of Pentacles, because you are sitting on your throne here at the end of the week. You'll feel beautifully within your power because you have that wealth of knowledge behind you. And with that wealth of knowledge behind you, you could leave the rest in your dust. You know, it could be really good, but accepting those tower moments, accepting that moment of change within you, that's going to be the most difficult thing. And it might be the fact that last week was a little bit difficult and you need a bit of healing coming back off that. You might have been working hard last week, or you might have come off the back of a harshish winter, as it were, and that might have caused that angst. That might be for some of you, may not be for everyone. Let's just see what the energy is as it goes through you. So 7 of Wands at the base, sorting out the karmic path is all about protecting you at the moment, protecting what you're doing, your path, what you should be doing, and don't get carried away with the path of others and etc. Be your own light, be your own path, be you. That's what it's telling you to do. Be you. Okay, let's see what the next two connect up to. So you've got the Ace of Cups. So it's a good journey. This is from the beginning to the end. This is this transition, which is the world. And it's asking you to sort of share your love, give yourself as a gift, your love as a gift, not only to your spiritual side, but also to your material side. You know, let's have a look at the world and just see what comes up on that sort of front. So you can manifest what you want spiritually. You know, the wishes, you can manifest your wishes if you want. Yeah. And there you got the cups, you got the 7 of Cups. So choices. And in those choices, maybe that angst. It's the start of a new journey, Taurus. Looks like a good one. Looks like a good one. And there's work involved, which you like. And the work seems to be making it clear in your mind before you actually start. So you don't waste your time and invest yourself in energies or vibrations that doesn't really help anybody out, and especially you. Okay? So Taurus, if you want to know anything more about the Astroflower, as I said, there's plenty of links below. There's some to our books and etc. And also to our sister channel, Somatic TV. You can have a look in those links straight after you subscribed and click that bell. In the meantime, take it easy and don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.